Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi. Weather in 5 days and 5 minutes. Brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware at 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, New York, and Southwest Suffolk County on Long Island. And they are Long Island's largest rock salt source with all the great snow and ice melt products like Mag Ice Pellets and Flakes and Pellido. You probably won't be needing them much in the next week or two. We also have snow blowers, shovels, spreaders, and everything else you need to get you through this winter. 631-756-1125. Nowhere can you find better prices. The website is omnitruevalue.com. We are enjoying a really nice day for the most part. There are clouds up to the north in upstate New York and up into New England as we have a bit of a warm front that is setting up to our north. But from the lower Hudson Valley, Long Island, southern New England, southward down to Florida, it's a nice sunny day, and temperatures are recovering from the Arctic cold. In fact, the Arctic air is gone now. And if you notice, the cloud flow is mostly southwest to northeast from the Baja Peninsula on up into the northern plains. Our air is pretty much coming from that direction. It's Pacific air. So we have no cold weather issues at all to deal with for the next 7 days at least. And there's a lot of moisture out in the southwest. As we check out the radar, we're seeing from yesterday's system that moved into California, they're getting a bit of a break along the west coast, but we are seeing rain and snow showers and areas of snow in parts of Arizona, New Mexico, and back up into Colorado, and then also up in parts of Montana and northern Idaho. In the east, the warm front that is setting up, producing some snows in parts of northern New England, back up well into northern New York, and on up into Canada. The lake effect stuff is pretty much stopped in Buffalo. Still a little bit of snow activity going on in parts of north central New York, but it's not much. And the rest of the area, the rest of the northeast, mid Atlantic, southeast, down to Florida, back to Texas, and up the Mississippi Valley is fairly quiet. 7 day liquid precip amounts are going to be substantial in the Gulf states and in parts of the southeast, where we're looking at as much as 4 to 5 inches of rain being indicated for parts of Mississippi, Alabama, almost the whole state of Alabama, into Georgia and western parts of South and North Carolina. Also in the west, seeing big rain amounts in California with several inches as far south as San Diego and running right up the coast. And in that yellow area, you see in the Sierra Nevadas, that is a liquid precip of 10 inches or more. So we're talking at least 100 inches of snow that's going to fall in some of the mountainous areas there. Very, very impressive. And in the snow category, you see where the probability for at least two here, this is through Saturday morning, is all out in the western part of the United States. Hardly any in the east except up in northern Maine, and that's from really today and tonight. And I just jumped the probability of at least eight. And you see in the blue is 50% or higher. Again, all in the west. And as far as the long range snow is concerned, big probabilities here of 90% or higher in the Sierra Nevadas from Saturday into Sunday. A lot of the West showing probabilities of 50 to 90% probability of at least 3 inches. For Sunday into Monday, it moves more into the central Rockies. And then Monday into Tuesday, it moves up into the northern plains. And after that, it's really right along the border, maybe a chance up in parts of Maine and also on the upper peninsula of Michigan and into Minnesota. Otherwise, activity is still going to be pretty much in the western U.S. So the warm-up continues. I think we'll be in the 40s today. I think tomorrow we could see a few spots touch 50 and then we'll be into the 50s Friday through Sunday. I think Saturday and Sunday there's a chance that a few areas could even get to 60. No rain forecast until we get to sometime later Saturday and into Saturday night. The model's been having difficulty timing all of this with regards to rainfall. And this low that's coming out of Arkansas and moves up into Indiana and then in Ohio, it suggests to me that we could have rain maybe coming to an end around the time the ball drops in Times Square. But we'll see increasing clouds on Saturday, rain coming in later in the day into Saturday night. There'll probably be some lingering showers into the first part of Sunday, and then as the low moves away, weather conditions start to improve. There's no real cold air behind it. We are shut off from cold air from Canada. And the next storm, and you see it out in the west, this comes in on Friday with rain and snow and some heavy rain and snow there in California. That moves into southern Nevada, eventually gets its way into Colorado, finds its way up into the northern plains early next week, and then goes on its merry way on up into Canada. And even with this system, which might bring some rain or showers here along about Tuesday or into Tuesday night into Wednesday, again, there's not a whole lot of cold air behind that, although there might be a little bit more if the models are correct for parts of northern New England. So if you're looking for wintertime weather in eastern Pennsylvania, southern New England, you're going to have to pretty much hang it up for a while. Weather in 5 is brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware, 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon. 631-756-1125 is the telephone number, and the website is omnitruevalue.com. So we'll leave you with the U.S. Satellite Loop, the Joe and Joe Weather Show tonight at 7:35 Eastern Time. We hope to see you then.